Okay, and this PCB is Taito's Liquid Kids, which was a failed attempt really of Taito introducing a new cutesy character. You actually play a hippo that can throw blobs of water at enemies, and it's not bad. You can see that the idea was there to sort of capitalise on the Bubble Bobble, sort of Don Duck Don, Rainbow Islands success, But as you can see, it's quite a larger PCB. It's a bit like sort of Football Champ size, which is sort of a very popular football game in the UK and notorious for being a very cheap PCB to get hold of. Decent game. I'll show you some gameplay next. Thank you. So, I'll just show you a bit of gameplay. You get a nice little story at the beginning. Just a quick rundown of what's happened to poor old Hippopo, the main character who you play. Obviously based on a hippo. And there it is, Liquid Kids. Start off with a splash screen, riding a bird. Okay, so the general premise is soak the enemies and kick them into each other. So, here we go, look, just kick that one, bang. That kills everything on screen. Obviously all the goodies are random, so you get all sorts of different bonuses and all that in the usual Taito flair. There you go. And that's the first level done. There we go, next level. Kills everything or soaks everything and kick that straight into all the rest. That makes your bubbles big for a bit. You get the same effect if you hold the fire button down. Very similar, I think, to Parasol Stars as well as obviously Bubble Bobble. If you ever play Parasol Stars on either the PC Engine or the Amiga. And the train makes you walk up, nearly. That kills everything on screen. Looks a bit like the SS symbol in Nazi Germany, but we'll ignore that for now. Okay, and I died and I lost it, so never mind. Right, you can actually water the seeds that grow into plants. I'm dead again. Not doing very well, am I really? Okay, let's just rescue your friend at the end of the level. Very similar to New Zealand Story. There we go, they're still continuing with this narrative. Poor Hippopo crying there. There we go. They obviously die when they fall. So there we go. I can kick. Be careful with those because they shoot their catapults into you. Okay, that obviously makes your water bigger, so that should get everything like Bubble Bobble. Watch this, bang. Cream cake. Hopefully it's just a coincidence that hippos and obesity and eating cream cakes are linked in this game. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. There we go. You see this hardware there? Turning those wheels. Get that. Obviously any fire that comes towards you can nullify with the... So hold the finger down and it creates light. There we go. And another cream cake. There we go. And here we go, the first boss, which is a bouncing robotic jackrabbit. Of course it is. Not too bad. Oh dear. You can only hit him when the fire. There you go. He's down and out. Great sound effects. So there's two doors. One is easier than the other. So I'll pick the easier one. I think this is the easier one. Yeah, very Parasol Stars-ish. Again. Okay, this is the second level. It's a bit weird, this level. You're actually on the water, throwing water. So if those umbrella dudes hit the water, there you go. They become soaked. And you can kick them into the other enemies, obviously. Critters defend you, though. There you go. So these are like paddle boats. So when that happens, you can see the paddles at the bottom, moves the platform. Bit cluttered, maybe. There you go. There you go on the paddle. And the paddle boat obviously mows the enemies down. Right, at the start of this level you can get this extra if you do a big bubble like that. Oop. There we go. There it is, kills. Soaks everything on screen, and a big cake as a reward. Bit cluttered again. It's different. It's unique. It's odd. You're soaking them, yet they're in the water already. So takes your head. Takes a bit getting your head around it. There we go. Good samples in this game. Nice and clear, nice and loud, so I'll get a big bubble going. Yeah, there you go. Cakes. So this PCB is the New Zealand story. And yet again, it's another cute Taito platformer. This time you play as a kiwi. Although it looks more like a chicken than a kiwi. Kiwis are not yellow and they have long sort of circular beaks. Whereas, as I say, this just looks like someone drew a chicken and then called it a kiwi. So the basic premise of the game is you save your buddies who've been captured and put in cages by a very cruel, calculated walrus, as you do, avoiding anything on the level that would either spike you, hurt you, blow you up, etc. And some of the levels, most of the levels, are negated by flying on a mode of transport, whether it be a balloon, a blown up goose, or a UFO that fires a long laser. So yeah, don't know what they were on when they invented this game. It's a bit unusual, and it does not play like an arcade game really. It's very, very much like a console game. New Zealand Story was very popular on the home computers in the UK on both the Amiga, Atari ST, and both the 8-bit computers, Commodore 64, Spectrum, Amstrad. I played it on the Amiga. I didn't know about the game's existence until I played it on the Amiga, which was a decent-ish conversion. But as I say, it's not like an arcade game in any way, sense or form. This is quite a small board. It's quite nice and compact, packed with chips. I don't know which Taito hardware this is. I think it's custom for this particular game. I'm not aware of any other game being able to be run on this. That's the old version that I told you about, and then there's the version that this is at the bottom. So yeah, it was the same hardware used on all those games, just to correct me from earlier. And this board is actually the second revision of this game. There is an old version and a new version. This is a new version. So this in effect is like version 1.1 of the original game, which apparently there was a high score bug which you could achieve very easily with the original game. That's been stopped with this, and they've redesigned and changed the order of a lot of levels. So this is really the definitive version of the New Zealand Story. You can see here we've got 4 caps at the 4 corners of the top board. These are what they call smoothing caps. So they're designed to absorb any spikes in voltage. They're just a safety feature. As you can see, that one there is, yeah, not very well at all. They're not essential to the running of the game. They're just there as safety. I've had Taito boards in the past where all these caps have been missing and it's worked just fine. So it uses, as I say, different technology here and there. There's a bit of scaling involved with the title screen, etc. So there are a few sort of dedicated chips on this. Okay, I'll show you some gameplay next. Cheers. Okay, just show you a bit of gameplay now. The New Zealand Story. Well, a cutscene showing the nasty walrus kidnapping Taito Cuties' friends. Well, and Tiki, but he escapes. There we go. So, starts off with a bow and arrow. You can actually run through the enemies, they don't kill you, but obviously the projectiles do. And there's a snail firing a missile, as you do. What you get in this game are warps like that take you to bonus bits of the level. They also cut levels out, but obviously they're all invisible, so you have to trial and error where they are. Apparently this game was conceived by a fella who had been on holiday to New Zealand, and that's what inspired him to make this game. Whether or not that's true or not, I don't particularly know. Well, so there we go. That the spikes, they're actually foxes. And the spikes kill me. So it's all about avoiding sharp objects. There was a penguin on a inflatable Goose. I'll get that actually, I'll show you. They're a good vehicle to have actually, because you see how fast they are. But they're a bit crazy and you can go careering straight into the spikes, so you've got to be careful with those. There we go. You see the little map there that shows you where it says exit is where you've got to go, and the little dot is where I am. So I struggle with this game though, it really... You make some stupid mistakes, you really do. And it's frustrating as a result. So keep going towards where the exit sign is indicated. There we go. There we go. Just press down to dismount, straight through the water. See that little oxygen bar on your lower left. Kill the mobs. And there you go, rescued another poddy, another pal. Here we go. Get the duck again. My favourite vehicle early on. Call it a vehicle. Oh dear, got shot in their skull. That's what I'm saying, it's frustrating. Doors just suddenly appear and then open and then you're dead. It's slightly annoying. Boomerangs, because it's in that region of the world. Be careful here not to fall in the spikes. I'm in the air balloon, I can go straight up now. And across. Right, I suck at this game, so I decided to have another go. See how I do this time. UFO time. Don't like slow-mo, fortunately. It's a shame because it's... Oh, that was a bit tricky. A hidden walk will take you into that area then, pick those letters up. Ooh, that was close. I think from now on in it starts getting a bit tricky. No, I missed it. I missed it. Oh dear. Anyway. Bloody bats. Oh dear, what am I doing? Don't really know this level. That was a smart bomb and not needed, as everything is dead anyway. Oh dear, I'm absolutely making a mess of this. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Well, there you go, I got a bit further this time, but I'm just poor at this game. The next PCB, as you can see there, is a Don Dokudon, and it's based on their Taito F1 hardware when it eventually gets in focus, which obviously predates the famous Taito F3 hardware by about 2 years. The F3 hardware was interchangeable via cartridges that went on top of the motherboard. I do actually have a multi for that, which I'll show you on a later video. This was slightly more obscure than the F3. There weren't many games out for it. Right there, so you've got Camel Tree. That's that uses rotation and it uses trackball. It's a very quirky game. The next one is Dead Connection, which I've actually got, but it's converted from a football champ, which is probably the most popular football game in the UK. Everybody had it and everybody played it, and the PCB you could pick up for less than £50 back in the day. So yeah, there's some weird ones on here. There's Don Dokudon, there's Dead Connection, there's Drift Out, Drive Out, which is a overhead sort of rally game. It actually came out on the Neo Geo as well, or a new version of it did. And there's Euro Champ, or the sequel to Football Champ. Very, very popular football games. Very, very common PCB to find. It was, anyway. Metal Black, looks like some kind of shoot 'em up. That is really weird. It's a beat 'em up, but it's very, very Japanese, put it that way. Thunder Fox is a run and gun. This is a dual layer, I think because of all the dedicated hardware chips here used for scaling, stretching, squashing, you name it. I'll show you when I play the game in a bit. I'll show the gameplay. The general premise is that you play two little wood elves straight out of a Hans Christian Andersen novel. They look like Disney characters, but the dark side of the characters is that they smash baddies over the head with wooden mallets, pick them up and throw them into other baddies, which turn into fruit in the usual Taito manner. But there's all sorts of baddies in this, so all the levels are different, but the screens are static with the platforms suspended, just like Bubble Bobble. But I really do like it. It's not a very common game, as I say. And yeah, it's quite a behemoth. I'll turn it over. Let's have a look. And there's the base. Sound sections on the back side of the board, which is quite different, quite unique. Once again, custom chips here. The obligatory at 68,000 there. That's the Yamaha sound chip, which is located right next to the sound section. Then you've got all your RAM there. Yeah, it's a nice board. There's no actual indication on this board of it being Taito F1, but I know it is. The only thing we've got is that, just says Mother PCB. So I'm just wondering if they brought this out originally to be like the Taito F3 and that you could just plug top boards into it, but as far as I know you can't. There is a encryption chip on this which stops you doing that, but as the other games are very obscure, I'm not really that bothered about multi for it anyway, to be honest. But it'd be nice if one came out though. It's here are the game ROMs. So this, in effect, is the game board. It's roughly the same size as an F3 cartridge. It's right. I'll show you some gameplay next. Cheers. So here we go then. Just one player. Usual little story before we start. And a little special effect there at the end. Special effect, once again, the reverse scaling the background to the level, very flashy. So hit the enemies over the head, pick them up like that, and throw them before they wake back up again and hurt you, like that. There we go. Throw them into the wall or against the enemies and they turn into a fruit bonus. See those blue bottles at the top? I think one makes you walk faster, the other one is your power meter at the bottom, which enables you to throw into more enemies. Yeah, so you see that P there? That actually gives you full power. So when I throw something now, I can basically throw it through every single other enemy. Yeah, it's a good little game. It's, still got me full power. Pick that hammer up. That allows you to just knock them and kill them straight away without having to throw them. There we go. Yeah, the blue one enables you to walk faster. Right, this is an interesting level. You have to bash one over the head, up the top, like that, and then when they fall, Ah, he just woke up in time there. And because I've died, I've lost me power up. Okay, level 6 now. There's a good mixture of enemies as well. Big ones, small ones. And go throw that blue hammer there in the middle. When it enables a hammer to and those berries kill you as well. As you can see, they've got spikes on the bottom. So yet another thing to avoid. Bit tricky. Taito with the boomerangs. They like the boomerangs, Taito. Right, here we've got some... No, we haven't. I'm wrong. What happens here is boulders come down. They're indestructible, so you've got to dodge them. Look like... Oh! Like that. I press jump like an idiot. I've done it. Okay, these are the different enemies. So like rock men, they take a lot of hitting, or else they'll squash you like that. I'll try and play it a bit better this time. There is a secret warp on this first level as well, right at the top, just like New Zealand Story. It takes you to further on in the game. It skips quite a few levels actually. Up here, you see it? That's where the secret is. There, look, you click that key and you go to a hidden level, or hidden shortcut, so to speak. Power up. There we go. If you go in the mouths of the wood, the trees at the side, you appear in the preceding mouth above it. You know what I mean? Take a shortcut to get to the top of the level. Obviously, if you're playing 2-player. No. Yeah. See, I'll use it now. I'll go in there, look. There we go. There we go, did it this time. Because I've got the power up, when he throws it, it goes through the enemies now. Oh, like that, he doesn't. There we go. Oh dear. Just jumped straight into him like an idiot. So I've lost all my power up now, so when I throw it, it just takes one enemy out. And that's disappeared, you see. Just got to be careful with the boulders. There we go. Oh yeah, in the true Taito fashion, if you take too long, an invulnerable baddie comes along and oh, I can't. Yeah, well that. There you go. You just hit him a load of times with your hammer, or throw. A load of enemies. You see, I'm very slow because I'm not very powerful. There we go, I threw those into him. So I'll just get that red. So I've got the powers up to 2 now. Gotta watch it before he wakes up. There we go, I've got all the rock men. Devil is annoying. Always happens with Taito Cute platformers. Take too long, you get the invulnerable nasty coming after you. Right, here's the first boss. And it's a scarecrow, pumpkin thing, weird thing. It's hard, that. Anyway, that's just a quick demo of the gameplay of Don Don.